How do I deal with this fear? How do I be single and trust God when I feel so lonely? How do I deal with the fact that the relationship that I thought was going to be my happily ever after ended not so happily? How do I get over the disappointment in God? Because I thought this is what he promised me. I thought that his love for me extended to allowing me and giving me marriage, but yet I'm still single. And I don't know why, and I don't know how, but I know that I don't want to feel like this anymore. Do any of these resonate with you? Have you had these same questions? Have you had these same thoughts? Have you been too ashamed or too scared or too embarrassed even to ask these questions because you didn't know what everyone around you would think or everyone around you would say? I have. I struggled through being single up until I was 35 years old and feeling like something was wrong with me because I thought I was doing everything right. I thought I was serving God. I thought I was loving God. I thought I was happy and secure in where I was in my life. And I thought I was doing everything. I was following all the rules that I was told to follow, but yet I wasn't being found. Every relationship that I got in ended in some way, but none of them actually made it down the altar. And so I struggled with that for so long, only to get married and then think this is it. This is finally my happily ever after, and be divorced 3 years later. Then I stood in front of the mirror and asked myself, how did I get here? And I made a choice and said, I no longer want to be here. And once I made that shift to say, this will not be the end of my love story, this will not be the end of my identity, this will not be the end of my story, this is not the way I want to live out the rest of my life, in this kind of hurt and in this kind of pain and in this kind of bitterness. Once I made that shift, everything shifted. I was able to go through one of the most difficult times of my life when I felt like I was so alone and so scared and so ashamed, now living into a place where I have so much peace in my heart and so much joy in my life that I am living the best season of my life right now, being single, and I still anticipate getting married again. I still know that there is another love story for me out there. But first and foremost, I fell in love with me, and I fell in love with my creator. And when I did that, when I learned the simple strategies that seem so simple, but yet are so complex that we make it so much harder than it has to be, that's when everything changed. And I want to give those tips to you. I want to bridge the gap for you. Listen, the next 6 months of your life, the next year of your life, it will pass by no matter what. And you might be okay. But what if today you made a decision to shift everything and to trust yourself and finally give that woman that you see in the mirror every day a chance to live her best life right now, to let go of everything that she thought she desired or everything that she thought that she had lost, and give her a chance to live the best life that she can live and to go on the most amazing journey that she can go on? Would you give her a chance? If you had that opportunity, if I was to tell you that today could be the start, today could be the day that you look at 6 months from now and say, this is the day everything shifted. This is the day that I stood up for myself. This is the day that I took that chance and I said yes, scared and afraid, but realizing that being scared and afraid and making a step to be better is better than being scared and afraid and staying bitter. I know this is hard. I know this is scary, but isn't the way you're living hard and scary as well? Isn't living stuck? Isn't not living a life that empowers you? Isn't getting up every single day to live the exact same day over and over again exhausting? Why not get up every day energized and end every day empty, saying, I gave my all? In this season right now, not waiting on the next season or something else to happen to you. And I want to show you how to do just that. I want to give you these tips and these strategies for this. I want to share my heart with you because I wish somebody would have reached back then. I wish that I would have been strong enough to tell someone what I was going through in those time frames so that someone could have reached back and grabbed me and said, this is the way, follow it. So I want to be that for you. I want you to join my 3-day free live event that will be hosted in the Single Not Alone Facebook group. So I want you to go over to Facebook. I'm going to post the link in my bio. Go over to Facebook and join the community and post below, I'm in. Like, say it to yourself. If you're not ready to say it out loud, if you want someone to journey along with you, then go ahead and DM me. But I want to empower you and say, watch the chains break. Watch the mentality shift when you are bold enough to comment below and to say proudly, I'm in. Today is the day that everything shifts. If you are ready, then I'm ready. Let's do this, and I'll see you on the inside.